What's something unique about you that a lot of people probably wouldn't know just by looking at you?
Well, when they look at, well, you know what? I don't know what people think when they look at me, right? But like, I'm outdoor. Like, I like outdoor stuff. You know what I mean? Like, um, of course, I wholeheartedly believe in what I do as far as my craft, and I think that one day it will bring me a large financial gain. And when that time comes, what I will do won't be in the city. What I'm going to do is going to be outside in the country. It's going to be outdoorsy. That's what I'm going to spend my money on. That's the sort of stuff that I want to do. I've never done snowboarding and shit like that, but I grew up, I did fishing, you know what I mean? I did a little bit of hunting. And those are the sort of things that I want to continue when I have the time and funds to do so. Where's the remote?
What is the one of the most influential critiques you had that really influenced the way that you create your music?
Um, a very influential critique that I've had that I want to work on is a very, very close person to me told me that they would like to hear more sounds and more dynamic things in my ad libs and stuff like that in my music. So that's something that I'm trying to work on. I think that I'm creative, but I think that is another level of creativity that I can work on. I think that is something that I've experimented with and done in some songs, but I think that I should do it more often.
Which is your favorite song that you've created thus far? And what is the story behind the song?
Oh my gosh, that's hard.
Yeah.
Okay, this one I'm gonna go with this one. I'm gonna go with I'm gonna go with Liquor Store Run. I'm gonna go with Liquor Store Run. Liquor Store Run, produced by Lonnie. Shout out to Lonnie. I'm always shout out my brother. Y'all go and figure that out in these interviews. I'm probably gonna say something about my brother in every goddamn interview because he keep me rocking. You know what I'm saying? Keep Rocking is a good song too. That's what's playing in the background. Make sure y'all go get that. Now, Liquor Store Run. Liquor Store Run. I probably had that chorus for 3 years before I put it to a beat. Like, I had Liquor Store Run written in my notes for years. And then one day Lonnie sent me a beat and that was it. I really like Liquor Store Run because it is like a everybody can listen type of song. Anybody can listen to that and you're good money. It goes. It goes. There's no curse words. It's more like a radio one. So you can't lose with Liquor Store Run. And that's why I feel like it's one of my, if not my favorite. It's got a dope melody and I like to play it. And you know what? It's my son's favorite song. That's one of my reasons too. It's my son's favorite song. Every time I play Liquor Store Run in the car, my son could be crying. He can be crying, bawling. When Liquor Store Run comes on, that head get the bopping, man. I'm trying to tell you. That's my favorite song, Liquor Store Run. Put some ice and like in the background. Oh yeah, a real slapper.
All right. Let's talk about perfectionism. Let me hear your thoughts on perfectionism.
I think for a while there was a point in time where I was trying to be a perfectionist or like, you know, in life you like try to be perfect, but there ain't no such thing as perfect. I don't want to be perfect. I just want to be Isaiah, right? So it got to the point where it's like, I don't believe that. I think there are some artists out there who are perfectionists, and usually those artists, it feels like those artists drop years in between, it'd be years in between them dropping and stuff like that. And although I admire some of those artists, I think those are some of the greatest artists. I think some of the best artists are artists who are just dropping all the time and they're not thinking about it, right? So perfectionism isn't a thing to me. I don't think about it being perfect. I just think about it. I just think about creating the idea, getting it out there, and I think that's what's most important. So I don't want to be a perfectionist because I feel like I am at my best when I'm not trying to be a perfectionist, because what happens is I get into the idea of being a perfectionist and it's never going to be perfect, right? It's never going to be perfect. It's not. So getting out of that realm or out of that ideal, that there's going to be this level of perfection is exactly what's going to create the perfection. Not being a perfectionist and not thinking about it so much and just going and just doing is going to give me something that is perfect, right? And it's, once again, there's nothing perfect, right? But at the same time, that will get me the closest to perfect, is just doing what I like, enjoying it, and continuing to create product. And one of the pieces of product will be, in my eyes, perfect. You know what I mean? And so I think that it's important for me to not damper myself, hinder myself, or think too much about being perfect or creating a perfect product, but just creating a product that is of me. Because if it's of me, then it'll be perfect.
All right, so let's talk about effort. Give me an example of a song that you feel like was very effortless in the creative process versus one that was very effortful, where you really gave your full attention and intricacy to it.
Okay. A song that I feel like wasn't super hard to make, or in other words, effortless. I have a song, I want to change the name to it. Well, okay, right now, right, in my because the song's not out yet, but the song right now is titled Goddamn, but I'm probably going to change it. But that one, I was on my way to work and I wrote that in like 30 minutes. I'm literally driving on my way to work and I wrote pretty much the whole song. I might have written the chorus a couple days prior to and had it written since then, but then I wrote pretty much the rest of the song on my way from the house to work. That's like 35 minutes, maybe 40 minutes. You know what I mean? I literally wrote that, pulled up to work, I done pulled into the parking lot, put my headphones in, got on BandLab and recorded that joint 2 takes. You know what I mean? Knocked it out and walked in the job, clocked in and started working. Which that's a really good song. Y'all will see what it is. It's paired hand in hand with one of my other favorite songs. So that's a good one. And then one that I'll say I put real effort into, I'm gonna go Gas. And the reason I'm gonna say that is because at that time I was recording out of my basement. I had a friend of mine's recording equipment. And I had never done a scat track, and the truth is I haven't done a scat track since. So Gas is the only song that I did a scat track for. But I sat there with the beat and I just kind of mapped out my flows with a scat track. So I, set up the mic, added a vocal layer for me, and I just went and I just literally just like that, like a scat track, like that sort of thing, right, into the microphone. Then I took my notebook and I listened to the scat track back and I wrote the verse. I wrote the song to the scat track and followed the flows that I had created. So I feel like that's a song that I put a different level of effort into. And when you listen to it, you can really, I think that you can really hear the difference. Well, and at the same time, I have other songs where I didn't do a scat track too, where like I'm bodying the flow like that too. But that's one of the ones, and that one's early. I did that years ago, you know what I mean? But yes, if I had to pick a song that I feel like I put like a large level of effort into, it would definitely be Gas.
With it, we ain't got no time for us just to be slipping. I'm so glad you get it, I'm a bad man. The one you should know, make bad bitches lose control. I'm a bad man, yeah, I got one to smoke, but I got 2 to go. I'm a bad man, you ain't gotta go with it.